Thank you, Sonya. And I am pretty cool, right? Jesus, thanks, audience. Woo! I didn't realize you could pinpoint the exact time and date a career died.
Hey, welcome to the Nuggcast, a weekly gaming podcast.
Micah.
Georgia.
Keep it.
Good.
Keep it.
It's good. Let's go. So, we're just coming off the back of E3.
E3 happened.
Yeah, E3 happened.
It really did.
Yeah, 3 podcasts in 3 days. A little recap, boys. So we don't have that much news because we already talked about all the E3 news, but here's our opinions on E3.
Yeah.
Micah, what was your top E3s?
My top E3s? All of them, Georgia. Back to you with the weather.
Of course, the weather for me.
I honestly, out of all the games, I think Wolfenstein looks the best because, I don't know, like, Beyond Good and Evil looks amazing, but I have no experience with the series, so I was like,
also, there was no gameplay.
Exactly, that's, like, I heard
one thing I have to add, we mentioned that we had no idea what the gameplay's like.
I heard GTA.
Yeah, the developers came out and they said, it's like GTA in space, which
is
sounds
anything
cool
I've
and
needed.
Ambitious.
Everything I've ever needed. Also, if you play the GTA games, you would know that that's not really that ambitious because the worlds are quite empty. Like, you have a lot of fun with it because you do you have a lot of freedom with, like, the mechanics and stuff, but there is not much going on in the worlds.
Yeah, fair
There
enough.
aren't, like, a lot of Radiant quests or whatever the heck.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm definitely excited for Beyond Good and Evil 2. The trailer made me go rock hard, as the kids say. No, it's just, I really like the mixed culture stuff.
Definitely.
I've been excited about Far Cry 5 since I found it was about a cult. That's cool as shit. Cults are freaky, and I love it. Spider-Man, looks good. Looks good, Batman, but not Batman at all.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
the best.
Happy Batman.
I think I shared all my opinions on pretty much everything else, but, like, with Anthem, I'm just... I don't know, it seemed really, really fake. And, like, not many people really liked the most recent Tom Clancy game, which had a very, very similar vibe in the gameplay trailer, because it's, like, obviously the fake, like, definitely scripted voice actors doing the lines being like, Bravo Tango, Alpha Flank. It was like, stop talking.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it's really awkward when people
it really puts you off. But the gameplay seemed very, like, third-person Destiny kind of, but BioWare. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of story stuff going on with, because there was no, like, it was all, like, combat that we saw.
Yeah, from what they've said is
No, like, talkies? Because that's a pretty interesting
thing. They
thing.
haven't alluded to it, at least.
Yeah, that's definitely something that they are known to do, is have, like, a dialogue system, but... Other than that, just kind of like along the area, there was most of the games I saw were like, I would play that, but I'm not going to go out of my way.
Yeah, fair enough.
Very good.
Georgia, what did you think? What was your picks?
Well, my top pick. I was like overall, like felt lukewarm about the situation.
The entire
At the
E3 situation?
I was like, yeah, it's fine.
That's most people.
It's fine. You know, I like really hot baths, so lukewarm just doesn't really cut it for me.
Okay. That was good.
But, you know, I really liked there was not much of an indie presence, which is always disappointing to me. I felt like there has been more in the past. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but...
No, you're definitely not mistaken.
Yeah.
All of the indie games were just kind of like, these games have already been popular for a while, let me shove them on a console.
Yeah.
Like, 4K.
It's like The Last Night, which was one that I was like, oh, yes, look at that. Once we saw a bit of gameplay for it, I am not interested anymore. Aesthetically, it is beautiful and very pleasing to me, but its content I don't care for. The Evil Within 2 looks good. I
forgot about that.
I like that. I like that a lot. Interested to give Far Cry a go with that because I do like the cult sort of memes. So that'll be
definitely very interesting.
best for me. I like Lesbian Uncharted. If my brother buys the game, I will play it. But I'm not going to buy it myself. The Beyond Good and Evil thing. Now that I know it's like plays like GTA.
I think that was just their way of saying it's open world.
Yeah, but it worries me that they chose those words. So I'll see. I'll wait for like some solid reviews.
Yeah, to me they chose those words to get people excited.
Yeah.
Because GTA fucking sold million copies.
The most copies.
Yeah.
The most
Yeah.
copies.
I'm excited about Monster Hunter though.
Yeah.
I'm like that was the main like banger for Sony for me. I guess.
Monster Hunter's always interested me.
I think that'll be.
Yeah.
But also I think might come out on the Switch.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. We'll see. Even if it has toned down graphics, it's like if I don't have to buy another console, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, like definitely Nintendo One. I'm real excited for the Kirby, and for the Yoshi games. They look great. I'm gonna play them like 100%.
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey, I'll play probably. I even like to look at the Rabbids game. I think that I am definitely one of the people that's gonna enjoy it the most, just because of how it plays. I like the gameplay.
Yeah.
Looks good. Hate Rabbids. Hate them, and I will kill them with any chance I get.
Yeah, there you go.
But like, yeah, the Pokemon being on the Switch was expected, and I'm not happy about it, but, you know, I'm gonna have to get a Switch now. But I'm happy about all the other games.
Yeah, there you go.
Looking forward to it when Animal Crossing gets announced, because it wasn't announced.
Well, have faith.
I have to have faith.
Yeah, what if they're like, the new Animal Crossing, think of it like GTA?
I'll be mad.
You'll be mad?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Animal Crossing GTA sounds great.
No, it doesn't. Isabel is a good
Animal
lady.
Crossing GTA to a degree just kind of sounds like Touch the Skyrim at this point.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, no, I think that Nintendo for me.
Fair enough. You didn't say, Micah, did you say who you thought won?
Ubisoft won.
Ubisoft?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of people agreeing that Ubisoft won as well. It's just because, like, Beyond Good and Evil kind of knocked it out of the park for so many people because it's been the game that
and they've been waiting for it for so long.
Exactly, like nearly 15 years. But just like, I don't know, because Far Cry got to the point where it was becoming another Assassin's Creed or another like FIFA or something like that. It was just the same thing.
And
like,
they pulled it back though.
Yeah, like there was that thing where you look at the map for Far Cry 4 and Primal and they were pretty much the same. That was really funny. But then Far Cry 5 just did this whole jam that is like, that's my jam. And also, I will provide the toast. And then the dog. The dog was the toast.
Yeah.
I mean, he fanged you, but...
No, he fanged for hire. If I buy his fangs, then he gives them to me.
Yeah, that makes me... Like, they refer to everyone as for hire, which seemed like a bit of a joke,
just
but also...
you're a team of mercenaries.
Yeah. It definitely seemed like that, but, like, could you buy companions? Are there going to be companions? That would be weird for a Far Cry.
Yeah, it's...
Because Far Cry...
Well, just having the person that, like, sits around and, like, is a sniper for you, like, is that a regular thing, or is that, like, just
that was
during
just
some
the mission.
parts?
Yeah. Like, because that seemed like much more of a mission than, like, not the strongholds, the outposts. The outposts in Far Cry 3 were one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Doing the stealth, doing the not stealth, doing the middle ground where you fuck up the stealth and just deal with it.
Yeah.
Those are all good things. Oh, also, I forgot to mention before, Metro Exodus also looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It did look cool. What about you, Ryan?
So I had a few of the, like, there's a few of them here that I'm pretty looking forward to. Like, some of these on this list are, like, not so much like, yes, I need to buy it, but, like, yeah, okay, I'm interested in this. This has piqued my attention when previously there was none.
Yeah.
And so there's things like A Way Out looked pretty cool, the Prison Break one.
That looked really cool.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
I keep on being like, I forgot about that. That's my memory.
Yeah.
Ooblets.
Ooblets? I
Ooblets
still need to look into that.
Ooblets 1E3.
I need to see the trailer.
Single-handedly.
Yeah.
Ooblets was at...
PC.
Okay, so PC gaming one.
No, just Ooblets.
just Ooblets.
The Ooblets.
Yeah. So yeah, A Way Out looks really interesting.
It really does.
Anthem? Yeah, I'm down for that. Looks pretty cool. It's I'd like to see more gameplay that doesn't look really scripted, but like overall, like the general vibe of it is one that I am interested in. So regardless of if the gameplay is like what they showed, it seems interesting.
Yeah, knowing AAA in like a couple weeks, there'll be like a 30-minute gameplay trailer on IGN or some shit like that that has real people playing it.
Yeah, exactly. Metro Exodus look cool. Haven't played any of the previous Metro games, but it's like they've always seemed up my alley. But I've just been like, I don't like jump scares. I find like they just. I feel like I don't want to progress in this game because I feel like something's going to jump out at me.
Yep,
and I hate that.
Well, people either like horror but hate jump scares because it's cheap, or don't like horror and jump scares are horror, so they don't like it.
Yeah.
But watching the Metro Exodus thing has made me like I've started a new Last Light game, which I'm having fun. I keep on referring to it as a survival horror, and maybe it gets more horror-y the way, like, throughout, but it definitely doesn't start off very horror.
Yeah.
It's definitely survival, though, like, you use bullets for currency and stuff like that. So it's like, hey, that's pretty a game.
Survival.
But also, last night playing it, I was like, this is grey as shit, holy fuck. Like, Metro Exodus, the colour was...
Yeah, they
so
brought
welcome.
back colour this year.
I'm so happy about that. That's
Same.
colour won E3, guys.
Colour did win E3 in more ways than just diversity.
People
I didn't think about that.
People who have listened for a little while will know mine and Mike's opinions on colour in games.
Put colour in games, thank you.
Yes, please, thanks, Mike.
Kind of my opinion on the jump scare thing is it's cheap, but it gets me every single time, and I hate horror. So it's like I know that it's cheap, but also it gets me every time.
Definitely cheap.
Kingdom Battle. I previously wasn't interested, now slightly interested, although I hate the genre. So,
what? I don't remember that game at all.
Kingdom Battle, the rabbits. That was you would do. Okay, I thought you were doing a meme for a moment because we were talking about it.
Yeah, I was like Kingdom Battle, and I was thinking of like a pixel art game, and I was like, what's a kingdom?
Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it rabbits.
Just gonna call it rabbits. Yeah, it's Mario's not even a factor because the main thing is rabbits. It's like,
you can't avoid them, so
you can't.
That's the main problem with Rabbids, is it draws all the attention to a thing that is very bad.
It's although I feel like this game, because there are rabbits on your team, but I feel like there'll be some amount of just catharsis killing rabbits.
Oh yeah,
because the enemies are rabbits.
Yep.
So
rabbits that somehow turned bad.
Yeah, exactly. They just
all
didn't
rabbits
explain.
are bad.
Yeah, exactly. South Park. It's I've been interested in it for a while just because I like Stick of Truth, and they showed us literally. They didn't show us any more gameplay.
I honestly think it was the same trailer that was there last year.
Like, probably, yeah. Honestly, I don't know why they bothered showing it. I suppose they had to because it's been pushed back so much now. Yeah. Having a release date at E3 kind of goes, look, we're solidifying a release date. We know this has been pushed back like a year or two by now. But yeah. It's an Obsidian game, in case you didn't know. So, Far Cry 5. Yeah, looks awesome.
Yeah,
down for that, boy.
Super
Can't really add anything that you guys haven't said about it because that's pretty much it. Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah,
good setting. Beyond Good and Evil 2. I never played Beyond Good and Evil 1. People recommend it to me. This one looks really cool. I'll probably play this one.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play Beyond Good and Evil at some point soon.
Yeah, because it's so cheap.
Spider-Man. Love me some Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, love me.
Yeah, so love me some Spider-Man. It's it's like it just looks really solid. Like even if I didn't like Spider-Man, I would be into it. But I really like Spider-Man, so
that probably helps.
That probably helps. Yeah. Kirby, Yoshi, both of them look really good. They're cute. I'm down for that. If I get a Switch, they'll probably be ones that I get. Even though,
at the very least, you can help me play Kirby. It's for the co-op.
That's true. There you go. Mario Odyssey. I thought it looked cool. There's some things that are like
it still just looks very fun.
Yeah, it does. Like
that's it.
Yeah, that's the thing about Nintendo games. They always, even if it's a bad game, it looks fun. Like it's just like this looks like a fun time, and you know, I can't remember off the top of my head a Mario game that was just legitimately on all levels bad. There's been ones that have bad elements and stuff, and you're like, but they stick to a formula, and they're always, in some way at least, pretty good.
And I just like that they don't take themselves too seriously. It's just a fun time.
Yeah, exactly. And I like that you can put the hat on frogs and pretty much everything from what I can tell.
And then you become the dinosaur.
Yeah.
I think.
We think.
And then the last two from the PC gaming show, Ooblets and Tunic.
Ooblets.
Yeah. And really excited for Ooblets. It's just looks really cool. I like Double Fine giving us something good. Hopefully they're not going to screw it up with anything.
They're just publishing.
Well, yeah, they are just publishing, but and then well, they should stick to being a publisher, to be honest. Don't give Tim Schafer your money. And Tunic, Tunic just looks right up my alley. I'm so down for that. It's like, even with me being somebody who wants to develop games, I'm always like, hey, Zelda is a cool thing to base things around, and this game is like the Zelda games that I like, and it looks cool.
Yeah,
it's got a cute little fox.
There was lots and lots of VR this E3, which makes sense.
Yeah,
but,
so much VR.
The only game that I was actually like, hell yeah, was Moss.
Yeah, the little mouse. It's
cute. I don't mind Impatient, because I think it is going to be and Transference. They're both the sort of horror things.
I think Moss and Transference are the only ones I was actually interested in.
They're just like being built for VR specifically.
Instead of a game 6 years ago that's now in VR.
Yeah.
Whoop.
It's kind of like, at this point, it's like, for me, it's either choose, do you want to Switch or do you want games to play on VR? And honestly, there's not, like, VR just doesn't have what I want. Like, it's everything, it's either a good tech demo or a game where people are still trying to figure out how to do a good game in VR, and I don't feel like it's there. So it's like, yeah, I'm probably going to get a Switch. I could not give a shit about VR until they release like multiple good games for it, because that's a hefty investment.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
money in that. But yeah,
it's like nearly 500 Australian.
Yeah.
And it's like, but for me now with the Kirby and the Yoshi edition, because we knew about Mario Odyssey for ages.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Zelda and Splatoon 2 and what's it called?
Lots of good games on it. Are you thinking of ARMS? Because ARMS, I like ARMS.
I like ARMS too. With all that, and then also I can get Stardew Valley on there, and then eventually I'll have to get one anyway for Pokemon. So I'm like I'm there ready.
I like the idea that Nintendo is putting a gun to your head and saying you are buying the next Pokemon game.
That's the truth.
And like, it's the exact same way for me, so I get it, but it's still like, I have to get a Switch for Pokemon because I don't have Pokemon. What do I do with my life? And they've got that stranglehold on me as well, and I don't understand it.
They're just good at putting guns to people's heads, Rocket League.
They really... Yeah. So, like, E3 generally, there was some, like, interesting things that they did this time. Like, Sony came back with the musical kind of thing at the start again.
Oh, that was beautiful at the start for Uncharted. That was beautiful.
Was that for Uncharted, or was that just the opening of the
specifically Uncharted? Uncharted is kind of set mainly in India this time, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It was beautiful, all the water. I really did like that.
Yeah, they had the cool effects with the water.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
with Just Dance, I'm pretty happy that they're adding K-pop to it.
Yeah.
I love Just Dance, but I love K-pop as well, and now they're combining, and I'm real happy about that.
Yeah.
And that'll be on the Switch. So.
An interesting thing that I found was, for me, Ubisoft won E3, although I don't feel like this was as strong an E3 as 2016's. Like, it was...
No,
2016's was definitely a better one, but... like, in regards to, like, the games and stuff that they put out, I think that Ubisoft won there. But honestly, I think Sony did the best in regards to their, like, how they did their conference.
I think Sony... I think Sony always does, like, a really professional industry sort of level thing, but I think that Bethesda's presentation was the most consumer-friendly, and it was just... They clearly spent a long time figuring out all this Bethesda Land stuff.
Yeah.
It was cute. It was my sort of aesthetic. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Because it was unique, but I kind of like what Sony did with, like, it's just... It's not like Microsoft or Ubisoft. It's like there's no BS between it. We're going to show you trailer. One guy gets on stage, gives you a little bit of a thing. Trailer.
Yeah, that's
trailer.
what I mean. But it's really industry
awesome.
level. Like, we respect you. Here's a little bit of showiness at the start. There we go.
But then again, I feel like Microsoft's is more, hey, we're talking to the investors, whereas Sony is like, hey, we're just going to show you. You're here for games, we'll show you games.
Microsoft and Ubisoft are just like, look at us, gamers, we're gamers, you're gamers too.
I feel like Ubisoft was, I feel that was more Ubisoft. I think Microsoft did a good job of talking to the... people like there were reporters and investors.
It felt very
consumer,
sponsored.
Yeah,
especially
as a
with
consumer,
the car.
I wasn't so interested in... I was more interested in Sony, and I feel like that was more like, we know what people want. They want games. And then Microsoft was like, we know what the people investing want, and we know what the reporters want. We'll show you a game, then we'll talk for 10 minutes about the game, then we'll show you another game. And I really like that way that Sony did it. I think that was good, but overall, like, Ubisoft announced the best things, I think.
Yeah, definitely the best things for me.
Yeah, sure.
As someone who doesn't have a Switch. If I had a Switch, I think probably Nintendo would have won for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why it won for you, Georgia, because you're going to have a Switch.
Yeah. I don't know, I think that if I took Nintendo out of it, Sony would have still won for me. Because I just, like, what did Ubisoft have? It had Forza.
No, that was Microsoft. It just had the most games that I was personally interested in.
It had Crew 2. It had Crew 2. It had Steep. It had Far Cry. Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, and...
It had Beyond Good and Evil.
Beyond Good and Evil.
It had... there were
and Just Dance. I don't think it had anything else.
It did, but I really don't want to get my list back.
I'm not asking you to. I think it didn't really have that much, but it just hit for you guys.
Yeah, 100%.
Whereas, like, both PlayStation, because Nintendo didn't have that much either, but it hit for me. But PlayStation and, Sony and Microsoft had, like, a lot going on.
They had the most because they're, like, the biggest.
Yeah. And I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, it's overall it was like the E3 was it wasn't the best E3. It definitely wasn't the worst E3. But it's overall it's pretty decent. Is like it sure was E3.
Yeah.
Miyamoto coming out with the gun though.
Miyamoto coming out with the gun was definitely...
That's actually probably what won Ubisoft for me. That Miyamoto had a gun.
The Switch, I expect.
the part of it that was on the Switch was the best part of the Ubisoft conference. So I suppose just some other things like surrounding
little
E3.
bits that happened this week.
We're going to talk about what fucking Devolver did.
Yeah, we are. So
give us a little.
Yeah, so basically, what happened was Devolver, they had like during the in the middle of the conferences. So Devolver Digital, if you don't know, they're a publisher for indie games. Like a lot of indie games go to them. They've published some really great games.
For example,
the
Serious
Talos
Sam, Gungeon.
Talos Principle.
Just some really solid games. And they took the chance. They're like, yeah, we're going to announce our games, but we're going to do it in the most, like, screw you E3 way possible. And it was really great. It was a comedy thing. There was, there was a panel that was there. This one wasn't as funny for me, this kind of panel thing they had set up, but they had a bunch of people set up, and they had some goof about the host was, like, really out of it, and they were like, wake up, and, like, and stuff, and he's like, what? Games?
Okay.
And there was a goof about some guy is like, I'm really cold, and so he puts on a sports jacket, and they're like, you gotta take a shot, because it had the graphics tee in the sports jacket, so it was very like,
it was just a lot of jokes,
And then there was probably the best thing, which was when they actually did the conference, they had a lady up there just doing a really funny monologue, and it was between some game trailers, and it was just so funny. It was just like, it kept skipping the camera, and she kept looking, like, glaring at the camera for every time that it moved, and it was like, just so, like, they know E3, and they had like a bit where it's like, we've heard you say that you are throwing your money at the screen, but we're not seeing this money.
Yeah.
So we've developed the technology that you can throw your money through the screen and deliver it straight to our bank accounts. And it was like, it was very funny. There's some good moments in there. Yeah.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
And what did they actually announce?
So they announced Serious Sam was one of them. Honestly, I can't remember the other ones.
Okay.
It was more like, there was some funny things, but yeah, there's a new Serious Sam that's coming. Honestly, I was like, hey, is there going to be a new Gungeon game? And there wasn't, so I was like, yeah, okay. And mostly just this funny thing about E3 is, the thing that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Other things with news, so you know how Minecraft announced that it's got the cross-platform. Everybody can play on everything.
Great. Yeah.
Turns out that Sony was like, you know what, no.
Really? Like after they announced it?
I don't know if it's after they announced it. I don't know if they knew it beforehand.
Okay.
Sony.
Yeah. But Sony apparently just had to piss the bed. And they just went, look, we don't like the idea of people being able to play on any platform with people on our platform, because there could be people on these other platforms that aren't nice to people on our platform, and we can't guarantee that everybody will act the same regardless of platform if they're not using our networks to do it. It's a terrible reason.
So Sony's just pretty much being like, we're better at censorship.
Yeah, exactly.
What they're being like is, we don't want to help anybody.
Yeah,
that's what they're being.
They apparently think themselves more family friendly than Nintendo. So basically, how it's going to work
this is a
that,
stab at.
100%
They just
at
don't
Xbox.
want to play friends with Xbox. Exactly.
Yeah. So basically, how it's going to work is with Minecraft, any version that has addition in it means that it isn't compatible with this big multi-platform thing. So the Minecraft Pocket Edition, which is the phone one, is being rebranded just to Minecraft. So everything that supports it is just Minecraft.
You can play on your iPad with people?
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's fine. I think
Have
people...
you played it on an iPad?
Yes, well that's what I'm saying.
It's
I
bad.
think people just won't do it.
Yeah.
Like, Minecraft is more popular on PC. Like, I don't think there are many people who have it on their iPad that don't have it on something else.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that I was saying last time, like, the fact that, like, with it not being, like, a competitive game, even if your controls are terrible, you can still struggle through and have the same experience as the other people. So that's why I'm like, well, I don't understand why not do it. Like, it just allows people to connect better. But yeah, so there'll be like, there's Education Edition in Minecraft, there's anything that says Edition isn't compatible with it, and obviously PlayStation Edition will be the one that's there.
Yeah.
Also, Wii U isn't compatible with it because they're trying to phase out the Wii U. So, and the only other thing that I could actually find, so with Microsoft's E3 press conference, they did some clarification about some things because they used the word console launch exclusive a lot. In case you didn't notice.
In 4K.
Yeah. And so they had to come out and clarify what that meant. Basically, if something's a console launch exclusive, it means that it is a timed exclusive, but they don't call it a timed exclusive because it will also be on PC or has already been released for PC. So it's a console launch exclusive, so on the game's launch for consoles, it'll be exclusive to Xbox. Which is just, it's so confusing. Yeah. Like, it's, like, the fact that there was an article and they had to come out and clarify what the hell they meant by this.
I think
they're
probably trying to be confusing, so people are like, so I get an Xbox? Alright, I'm gonna go get Xbox One, Xbox.
Like, they see the word console launch and exclusive, like, it's essentially like, hey, buzzword, look at this buzzword.
100%.
We're selling buzzwords, $100 each.
These games are organic, 100% fresh.
100% organic, exclusive.
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
So what about the last night? Some controversy around that.
Yeah, so there's a bit of controversy around the developer of The Last Night. Basically, it's been something that has been clarified, but basically a lot of people were like, hey, this game looks really cool and we don't really know anything about it right now. Yeah. So they went and looked at some of the things that the developer had tweeted. Apparently,
was a bad idea?
in the past he has not been a good guy. Like he was a vocal supporter of Gamergate. He had a lot of views that were very like anti-diversity, all that kind of stuff. I don't have the exact things in front of me, but his
a little bit of racism, a little bit of sexism, just
like
just,
blatant or subtle?
Yeah, like blatant, like
what are just kind of like
I hate women,
oh, okay.
that sort of thing.
What a
like
good
that's
tweet.
that's not a direct one, but you know what I mean.
So basically, what happened was people found that, and obviously, it's like, hey, this guy's a bit of a douchebag. And so he actually came out and he was like, oh, okay, so let me clarify this. These were my thoughts as of 2014. Yeah. I have very much changed my mind since then.
So people have taken them out of context, which is wrong. You shouldn't do that. Like, do your research, because people can change. I understand being cautious about people who have so vocally voiced some really gross opinions in the past. So definitely be cautious. That's definitely where I am. This guy... So is this guy part of Raw Fury?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because like Raw Fury has made some real cool games in the past. I'm just definitely cautious about this guy in particular, but people can change. I want to say that 3 years is a long time. I don't think it actually is, but I
know in the past 3 years I've had a lot of changed opinions.
I believe that he has genuinely changed for the better. I think that maybe if you're gonna present your game at E3, maybe just delete your controversial tweets if you don't agree with them.
Yeah, I definitely think that he's probably changed. And also a lot of people see deleting tweets as a weak move, kind of like he's trying to think. But
I just see it as like, I don't want that to represent who I am to the public.
Definitely. He just might see it the other way, but I changed my... I
assume he has one now.
Yeah, like I've changed my views on important things and unimportant things in a week, like... I believe that he probably doesn't hate women.
There is also some interesting. There is also some interesting things because the themes that the game involves. So basically, what the world is about is a world where it's essentially kind of I guess working communism. Like it's basically people don't have to work; they're just like kind of given money. And that's like they kind of live off, they don't have to work is essentially how it works. And
but in saying that, it's been decided what basic human rights are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Yeah. And then from there it kind of just goes like the story is that basically people are bored without jobs, and then there's like things that come about from that, and that was basically the thing. And people find it quite controversial. Like, maybe I haven't struck the gold of what makes it particularly controversial, but I suppose there's some subject matter in there that ends up being quite heavy and political.
Everything's controversial to some degree.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Like that one Powerpuff Girls thing.
Yeah.
5-year-olds shouldn't work. Yeah.
5-year-olds should not work.
Adults should not ship themselves with 5-year-olds.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. But yeah, that was basically all the news we got. It's all very E3 centric because unless it's like a real big news story, journalists would rather be writing about E3 because that gets them clicks. So we don't really have much.
E3 clicks.
Yeah.
What have you guys been doing outside of E3?
Being disappointed in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one. Like, Georgia, you've been pretty happy with your Overwatch.
I can't complain because I don't have the Lucio skin. I don't have the Mei skin. That's it.
Fuck, man.
I got every other legendary skin. So I really am... No, and I don't have the Hanzo one, which I don't care about. The only one that I didn't... Like, I like the Lucio one because I like him, but I don't play him, so I'm okay with not getting it. Yeah. I like Mei. I don't play Mei that much, but she is like...
She's Mei.
I love her and want to play her more. But I didn't get it.
Mei is B.
Yeah.
I think
It's like, yeah.
my main problem is I'm fairly certain I opened more loot boxes than both of you, and I got
definitely not.
3 skins. You don't think so?
Definitely not more
Georgia
than me.
bought 30 loot boxes.
Oh, you bought them.
I bought 11.
Oh, she
Okay.
bought 11 on the
Yeah.
first day. I thought
Okay.
it's 30.
No, 11.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't spend that much.
Forgot that people could buy loot boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I played a lot during this
But I
event.
definitely earned more than you guys. I don't know if
Maybe.
I'm not even sure if that's true, but I'm just upset.
You definitely earn more than me. So I'm quite happy with myself because although it wasn't, I really wanted the Lucio skin, but I got the May skin on the last day of the event.
Yeah, within
and
the
I was
final couple
so
hours.
happy. Yeah.
I also got the Genji skin then, and it's very disappointing.
Yeah, me
turning
too.
around and seeing him get the May, and then me seeing the gold of my loot box, and it being
Yeah, we opened the loot
Genji.
boxes at the same time,
Yeah.
and then it's like we both got legendary skins, and she got Genji, and I got May. Yes.
Yeah, I got 4 legendary skins over the course of the event, and one of them was a forest skin, which was not the forest skin that I desperately wanted from the event. It was just the Gundam one.
Yeah, which is better to me. I
It's
like it
really
better.
cool.
But also, you could just buy it for 1,000. So.
Yeah, but like that's the thing with the fucking loot box and the shitty duplicates. I only got oh man. Yeah. So I got the Genji skin,
I earned overall
the
nearly
Bastion
4,000 coins in duplicates. Yeah. I was able to buy the Diva skin. That's how I got the Diva skin. I didn't pull her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted the Diva skin a lot. She's so diva.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Yeah.
This, I don't know why this event in particular, but it's really reignited my love for Overwatch. I'm
Yeah.
playing again, and I think I'll continue to play it, even though there's nothing happening now.
Yeah, I think I'm only going to play with friendos.
Yeah, exactly. It's in my case. It's like I'll play it with friends, but I'll wait until the next event to play again.
I think I'm ready for go through my competitive and hopefully I'll get Mercy Golds this season. Hopefully,
yeah.
If not next season, definitely. But
Yeah, something I didn't know until recently. I'm not even sure if it's true. Well, I'm not even I didn't check. Do the gold gun weapons that you get disappear after the season ends? Do you not have the gold weapon anymore?
No,
they keep forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure. That is not worth it if they don't stay.
Exactly.
Yeah, they just cost a lot of points.
Yeah, they only cost 3,000. I thought, or is it 5? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think it probably depends. There's probably
Does it?
some discrimination. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
What?
Well, no, because fucking May has a tiny little gun, but then Reinhardt has a big old hammer.
No, I don't think it's
Maybe
any
Yeah,
discrimination.
it's the
gold-
same cost for everyone.
The gold painting costs more though. Cover the entire hammer.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fine.
true.
Reinhardt covers the cost.
But yeah, that's.
So you've been playing? You've been playing a butt ton of RuneScape.
Yeah, I've been playing a bunch of RuneScape.
Oh, we've got some.
Yeah, actually, I haven't told you guys the story yet, but this week, Ryan got a new phone and he gave me his old one, and I was just I just opened up some stuff because I was trying to find my way around the phone, and I opened up your camera roll, and there was just a bunch of RuneScape pictures, and it was really
What's
funny.
that?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Delete the dick pics.
I deleted everything. I didn't check for dick pics.
Oh, you should've.
Yeah.
There's some killers there. Delete them afterwards.
But yeah, it was just really funny. I guess Ryan's been playing RuneScape. It was just some pictures of. I didn't open them. There was just it was just a picture of a dude, and you may have liked his name or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
It was a picture you took with the phone.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to take photos. There's some dude that was just it's just some NPC, and he stands there and he grinds stuff with a mortar and pestle, and he's just I'm all about that grind, and stuff like that. I was trying to get a picture of him saying that to send to, because his name was Wesley, and we have a friend called Wesley who is like that.
He's like a meme lord.
Yeah.
He owns a meme page.
That's
Wesley,
so great.
are you listening?
Hello.
Wesley, leave a meme comment if you're whistling.
So, we did miss a week, but it is something that I do want to talk about, even though it's a little bit outdated at this point. So there was there was an event for Pride Month. There was an event in RuneScape for which was is a little Pride event.
It was super
basically.
non-invasive. It was an optional event. You walked around collecting threads from little rainbows throughout 6 different threads in 6 different places throughout the whole of the world. And then you've got a little rainbow scarf, which doesn't have stats, so it doesn't affect the meta of the game at all. For doing it, and it's like, oh, now you can show your colours, like you're proud and all that. It was just like, it was barely even about pride, but it was just like, this is because of pride, you know, it was... People were not happy.
They were not. So basically, like, the play-by-play of what happened was, originally, Mod Wolf, who's one of the guys for RuneScape, he posted on Twitter, he's like, hey, I'm really excited, I've developed this little event, it's just gonna be, like, a little event for Pride Month, nothing too huge, and that was it.
And that's all, there was just one tweet.
Yeah, there was just one tweet, the other members of, like, Jagex and stuff did tweet it out and stuff, but...
they retweeted.
Just from this one tweet, there was so much hate. Like ridiculous amounts of hate. People were doing in-game protests, which were disgusting.
Yeah, okay. So the day leading up to it, the day before, in one of the locations, Falador, in RuneScape, there was a lot of people dressed in white robes and pointy hats if they could access them. And just, you know, saying really vile things.
And when being clan members.
Yeah. And one of the things, so it's kind of one of those things where you have a hateful message to spread, so you put it under the guise of something else. So basically what they were saying their problem was that this is an event that they're releasing that they didn't. So a little bit of backstory on RuneScape.
RuneScape, old school RuneScape is what we're talking about.
Yeah, so old school RuneScape. So the reason why they have old school RuneScape is because they brought out a massive update for RuneScape that everybody hated, and they lost a huge portion of their player base. So they brought back how it was back in 2007 when those player base really enjoyed it.
RuneScape.
In our opinion, the objectively best RuneScape.
Best.
In our opinion, the objective point.
No,
exactly.
I'm being objective here.
So basically what they implemented to make sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen again is a polling system. So basically every month or so there'll be a poll. You get to vote on, these are the changes we think would be cool. Do you want them? Do you not want them?
Also, the mods and stuff add things to the game whenever they would like. And they have in the past added things to the game without polling. Which is, a lot of people were trying to say that the Pride event was the only thing that's been added without polling, but that's just not the case.
Well, it's not the case, but also, like, most of those things were like, hey, these are balance changes that are for the betterment of the game. Like, we know that this is not going to get through because we're nerfing something that is somebody's favourite thing, but it's also causing problems for the general balance of the game.
I don't see how that's different, though. It's like, we know that the Pride thing isn't going to go through because there's a vocal minority that are going to rally and make a lot of fake accounts to vote against it.
Well, the problem was that it wasn't worth polling. Like, there was no... Like, they didn't need to poll it, and
they don't poll for events.
Well, no, they don't. Exactly.
We didn't get asked if we wanted Christmas or anything.
Yeah, and it has...
I don't want Christmas this year!
It has no effect on the long term of the game, which is what the polling is meant to be there for.
It has no effect on the short term of the game. There are no stats on the scarf.
So basically, what happened from there is the event got released, and honestly, most of what I was seeing was just people were like, oh, this is what, like... I saw people legitimately angry that the event wasn't bigger, because they're like, essentially saying they want more to complain about.
Oh, okay.
They're people that vocally were against it.
There was no people who were for it that were like, how dare they not make this bigger?
Okay.
Yeah. They were just like, you know, oh, this is good, but the people
or at least
that were...
no people that posted when we saw.
But the people that were against it, I saw people legitimately posting, like, this is what we were, like... complaining about. Why didn't you make it bigger? Yeah, this is what we were rioting for, and it's
it's like these are the type of people clearly that have such like, oh, there's no such thing as a protest. I'm like, do you know what a protest is? Because that's what they were doing. They were protesting, but they were saying they were rioting, even though all they were doing is just sort of spending hours walking in circles around a fountain.
Oh, I mean, if it's the KKK, that could just be like a ceremony to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole thing was like, It was very interesting, and I spent the next 2 days wearing the rainbow scarf and some rainbow boots that you could already get in the game.
I fucking want a
And
rainbow
it
scarf
was-
in real life, please. Thank
They
you.
make so many.
I know I don't have money, that's the thing.
And it was, somebody got annoyed at me for wearing them because I wore them during a multiplayer minigame, and I was, like, genuinely reducing my stats so that I could wear these items while doing a multiplayer minigame that was cooperative.
What a dingleberry.
Yeah. But yeah, it was,
You sure got him.
yeah, I sure got them.
Gotcha!
But
I
yeah,
suck.
yeah, so that was the thing, and besides that, just been actually playing RuneScape rather than being in a controversial
Being a
thing.
very strange
Yeah.
observer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I sat at that protest in like full colours for a little bit while I was doing some other things. I just had it open on the side, just observing. I actually made a lot of money that night at that protest.
Just
You know,
because people
me-
are like, hey, you're
me,
gay,
a
have money.
bisexual person. No, there's a party little house thing that's just random drops. And also, I think a lot of people thought that I was there for the protest and then were giving me things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did they give you white robes?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah,
Several
they were
times.
dropping them on the floor so people could pick them up. So, just so people know, if you're thinking, oh, that's not that bad, and people have the right to protest, people were literally dropping
Oh, they
ropes.
were wielding noose wands.
They were wielding noose wands, and they were dropping ropes in the shapes of SWAT stickers on the ground.
And noose wands and watermelons because...
Yeah, because gay people love watermelon, exactly.
Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course.
exactly. That's
Because everyone loves watermelon. Holy shit, it's the best.
Yeah. And they were handing out like vials of stuff. Which I think was like poison or acid. Or
Okay,
something.
I was like,
Yeah,
it was
vials
clearly
of
meant to
gay
be
juice?
bleach. It was clearly meant to be bleach.
Oh,
sort of
because
thing.
bleach is funny, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure if there is bleach in the game. I just can't remember. But
I
yeah.
wouldn't imagine it would be.
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
But I was really happy with like the majority of the RuneScape community was just like
Wearing them scarves.
wearing themselves and just
Yeah.
you know, even the ones that saw the protest, they were like, oh my god, stop this, and just came and just stood and ruined their little white scene by just being in the most atrocious looking coloured outfits possible, and it was great.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it just felt like we had our own little pride event a little day early.
Yeah.
There was also there's some flowers that you can put on the ground in the game that just kind of stick around for like 2 hours, and people just covered the ground in flowers. So it was
Yeah,
like just so colourful.
One of the people
It's
that
funny.
was doing that, I'm not sure if they were the only person, but when they had to log off, they gave them to me and then gave me the task of doing it.
Ah, there you go.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much my RuneScape experience. So,
Yeah. There are people in the world that aren't cool.
No,
Yeah.
That's a sentence that can be applied to any point in time. That's a shame.
Don't
but-
be bigots, please. Just, like, grow up.
Be big tits.
Yeah, big tits, not big hips.
Exactly. Pyro.
We're making
let's-
shirts soon. Copyright.
hashtag
Copyright.
big tits, not bigots.
If you would
We'll do
like,
it. We'll
if
make
you
a
would
shirt.
like to
If you would like a
buy our
bigots-
shirt,
Mhm.
Big Tits, Not Bigots, it's going to be for sale in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
That's not true. I
I can make it happen.
doesn't it cost money to sell shirts?
Check me out on Redbubble. Just hit me up.
Let's do it.
I'm going to sell it.
What have you been playing, Mike?
I played Overwatch after seeing Metro Exodus. I've been playing Last Light.
Yeah.
I already mentioned that. It like throws you into just kind of like some story stuff, and then there's an action thing, then something happens, and then there's a stealth thing, and then I'm still at the stealth thing part as far as I can remember. Oh no, there was a chase scene too. It just seems to be, it's like pretty generic, but in a fun way, kind of like Wolfenstein, which I know neither of you guys have played, but other than that, I'm really struggling to think of any games that I had motivation to play. Like, the only game that I was like, hell yeah, I want to play is Overwatch to get the skins that I didn't get.
Yeah.
So I cried.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We're all mourn the May skin, except for Ryan. Yeah.
They should introduce trading skins, because I could give you
Oh my god, I would get... we would have to fight over who we traded the May skin to.
That's true.
Implying I would trade the May skin.
Do you play May?
He
Yeah, I
actually does quite a bit. He
May's really fun.
He used to main May.
I used to main May, yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's going up in my main. I think I play her the second most now. Still Junkrat boy. I want a fucking Junkrat skin that doesn't suck. Thank you.
I would like more Mercy skins. I don't think she particularly needs them, but I want them.
I want...
Same with Steve, but just give me more. Give me my main skins.
That was my hard metal cock.
Oh.
I want Junkrat lingerie skin
Perfect.
more than anything.
Amazing.
For the Valentine's
Also
Day event
Reinhardt
next year.
one. I want lingerie skins for all of them.
Yes, just
every
all
single
of them.
character.
This is something that we were talking about with someone. It would be really cool if they did like a summer event and it was all just Hawaiian shirts and like thongs and stuff.
And like real tacky
and
shit.
like blow up sort of like at like floaties and stuff.
Okay, then Junkrat in a bikini, I'll take it.
Yeah.
All of them. Actually, no, all of them in bikinis.
Junkrat in a mankini.
Better?
Excuse
Much
me,
better.
Junkrat in my beautiful artist friend at Galaxy Sword has done a beautiful Junkrat design where Junkrat is wearing VB and Australian beer.
At 4X.
4X? Is it?
Yeah, it's 4X.
I'm sorry, it's 4X.
Both of them are Australian beers, though.
Both are Australian beers, but you know what? That could be it.
That would 100%
At
be it.
Galaxy Sword, Blizzard, please.
Hire them.
All of them are bikinis then. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think they probably are going to do a summer event or something like that because
It's going to be a big gap.
Yeah, if they haven't noticed from just me, people play more during the events. I mean, they have to put effort into their game and add skins and emotes and highlight reels.
There's
no,
definitely gonna
they're
be
making money hand over fist from loot boxes. What a shame that they have to make more content for people to buy the loot boxes.
Exactly.
I think they're coming out with a couple new maps soon. And
Horizon
then
Lunar
hopefully
Colony,
it
I think
should
so.
be.
Oh, it might not be out, but
What
it's
if we
definitely
got-
been like
what
fully
if we got
announced.
some couple little spacey skins? That would be cute. I know we have a lot of spacey looking skins, but like, give me like a little Diva and a little May and a Mercy. Just the ones
May in
I
a
like.
spacesuit.
Yeah,
Overwatch is
exactly.
for skins.
Yeah.
If we've not
Overwatch
noticed
is
anything
for
else.
skins and cute emotes.
I think a Farah skin where she's just like an astronaut would be really fucking cool.
Yeah. Blizzard, also, please give us a random favorite skin option.
Yes, please.
Like, so that we can set favorite skins and it picks a random one, and that would be
Like,
very
you've
good.
done that with mounts, so I know you know how.
Yeah.
Just ask the WoW
I know you know
department.
how to code.
Yeah.
You've made a game.
Please.
Please make the game.
Yeah, also, I've just been having I got the Mercy set voice line that says, "You're welcome," and I just, every time somebody thanks me, I say it, or when they don't thank me, then I say it like a couple times.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, thank
Until
you.
it blocks us blocks you from saying it anymore.
Yeah.
Especially
to Genji's, that it just like...
My favorite Genji voice line, there's no reason I'm bringing up, he just goes, yosh, and I like that. I like that a lot.
Very good. Georgia, what have you been playing?
Tell us.
This week I bought Scorched Earth for Ark, the Ark expansion DLC thingy. So essentially what it gets is it unlocks a new map for you, and it's got like not completely new, but like majority of it new dinosaurs and stuff. And then you can bring them over. You can get like wyverns. And it's a lot harder.
Wyverns?
Yeah, like that.
I thought it was just dinosaurs in Ark.
No.
So Scorched Earth has like a bunch of cool stuff. You can get like giant rock elemental things.
Yeah.
What?
Like big old behemoth boys.
I thought that Ark was just a primal game, not a fantas.
It's both also. Both. But it's been really fun. It's like there's a lot of environmental things in Scorched Earth that make it a little bit harder, which I enjoy. I'm like in midway through the progression of the game. But my favorite dinosaur in it is the Jaboa, which is a little mousy, little hoppy with giant ears. Everybody at home, definitely look up Jaboas.
Unless you're driving, then fucking hell.
No, do it anyway.
Please don't.
Look at Jesus.
Yes.
And so that's what my little tribe name is, the Jaboa Sanctuary, and been playing that.
After Star Wars characters.
Yep, right now they're named after Star Wars characters.
Hell yeah.
I love them, and they're my children, every single one of them.
Cool.
And I take offense if anybody ever kills one.
Which is something that happens in multiplayer games.
Yes, I got raided, and I'm like, just don't kill my Jaboas, and now everybody on that server has agreed not to kill them. I'm like, you can take my stuff because that's a part of the game. Like, raid me if you need to. You know, if you can raid me, that's the game. Just don't kill my Jaboas. They're not set to aggressive. Also, just don't.
Whenever you talk about Ark, obviously every time you bring up raiding, because it's very clearly a part of the game, I've always wondered, are there like security measures?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you
There's like turrets and stuff you can there's organic looking turrets, but you get like really high technology, like you get electronic stuff.
Okay.
So that's where it goes. You can get like
So is there a way to make it so like actually no one can raid your thing? Like
like someone's always going to get a large amount of dinos and a large amount of explosives and stuff, and someone's always gonna be able to raid you if they try, but there's a lot you can do to not, like, I, during the E3 bits, didn't play very much, but I know I haven't been raided.
Okay.
I've just been, like, quickly logging on to feed my dinos.
Right.
And I care about them, they're not gonna die, but I just...
So if you don't... Oh, okay.
No.
So you're feeding them for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I was making sure. I was wondering if it was a Tamagotchi kind of situation.
No. No, not...
Do they
when
poop?
you're breeding them, they poop. When you breed them, there is a thing where you have to like raise the hatchling and stuff, and then it's like a Tamagotchi situation. But it's like some of them are like, you need to stand there and feed them, hand feed them for 3 hours. I'm like, I don't have that.
I'm not going to do
time.
that.
I'm going to pay someone to do that for me.
Oh, okay.
Because people definitely will. Or like if you're in a tribe. The good thing is, like when I was in a tribe, way back when I was playing Ark like every day for like 6 hours a day, I was playing Ark.
Right.
Maybe even more, but like when we were raising dinos, we would be like, okay, well, it's gonna hatch at this time, so let's organize some shifts, sort of thing. And just so there's people there, and like some people are like, yeah, I can sit there for 2 hours, it's fine. But then someone else is like, yeah, I'll go for half an hour. And it's just good. I really, having tribes in Ark and like just the way that Ark forces you to play with people, I really do like. Because you can't get all of the items in the game solo.
Right.
At least you couldn't when I was playing. I'm not too sure about now because I'm not at the end of the talent tree, so...
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty sure you still can't, because that would be a weird move if they changed that.
If they made it, like, too easy.
Yeah. And it's very team-based, and I like it.
Yeah.
You're excited about the fact that it's going to be leaving early access?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's
Finally.
good.
Finally. Yeah. I am a little disappointed because they're releasing a dossier, a journal, which is an in-game thing when you like tame an animal. Like a little info sheet comes up about them and it's like hand-drawn. And the person who buys like the special edition can get that. You get a bunch of other stuff too, which I don't care about. But I care about that journal so much.
Yeah.
Because that's like...
owns it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to buy the game again.
Yeah, probably get it on eBay.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like most special edition stuff. People get special editions to resell them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's sort of all I've been playing. Oh, I've been playing Magikarp Jump a lot.
Ooh.
It got an update. They had pink Magikarps, and it says that they're like really rare, but I have had every single one now of the pink ones.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if they're rare, or I'm just lucky and they knew that
probably just
pink
lucky.
is for me.
Pink is for me.
Yeah.
They gave you pink. This is the update for you.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Yeah. I've got one more league again to go now because they added another league.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There you go.
Awesome. I didn't realise that you'd gotten that far.
Yeah, I've been playing diligently
Yeah.
every day.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever it pops up that my things are maxed out, and if I'm feeling it beforehand, I always train all Magikarps.
Yeah.
I had a Magikarp today turn into a Gyarados because I let someone put a Macho brace on it. And usually what that does is, because it has a max level it can go to, usually it'll bring that up by 1, but the negative thing happened and it turned into a Gyarados, so it couldn't be my little boy anymore.
What happened?
I would much prefer to
He
have
retired.
a Gyarados.
Did they just leave, can you not keep any Gyaradoses?
Well,
does the Gyarados swim around in the background?
Not seen, but he did do the retired walk, so it is very likely that I will see him swimming in my pond.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, because
Gyarados
all
in
the
the
ones
pond.
that retire are in the pond.
Okay.
And you just see them swimming by occasionally.
But you can't use them to jump.
No. Even though they would jump very high.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see if you get a golden Magikarp turn into a Gyarados, if it turns into a red Gyarados.
That
Probably.
would be good to see. I'll be interested.
Yeah.
Red Gyarados is much better than Blue Gyarados.
Yeah.
It should just be the default design.
Guys, I am so hyped. When they did the Pokemon announcement, they announced that Pokemon Gold and Silver are coming to the eStore, and that's honestly, that got me more excited than the announcement for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Aren't they out now?
No, not yet. They're coming out
I'm
in
not
September.
quite sure what that means. Gold and Silver, what were they?
The Pokemon games,
Yeah, what were they
second
on?
generation.
Oh,
Game Boy Color.
all way back then.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah,
It sounds like something they should have done a while ago, though.
Yeah, there's some
Well, because
like,
they did
the most nostalgic game.
the yellow, blue, and green.
Yeah,
Blue and
that-
red, sorry.
Yeah.
Blue and red?
Yellow, blue, and red,
Yeah.
and in Japan green.
Yeah. So
but-
they released them for the DS, like the little like thing, but they haven't done this. So these are the next ones.
Yeah, and these were like, and I had red, blue, and yellow. Well, I had blue and yellow. I had blue and yellow when I was a kid, but Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Crystal are the real nostalgia hitters for me.
Yeah.
Like they're the big ones, and I'm a sucker for Pokemon, even though I know how tired a franchise it is now, and that it was never that great to begin with, to be honest.
I'll just keep replaying it. I don't know why I'm going to keep replaying it. I just keep doing it. It's the same game over and over again, but I love my Pokemon. I get attached to them. If you let me dress my character up more, Nintendo, I will keep playing forever.
Well, I mean, I don't think Nintendo made Magikarp jump, but like they have pink in that, so maybe you can pink better in new Pokemon.
Hopefully. Because you could sure as heck pink a lot in X and Y, and I loved that.
I love to pink.
X and Y was definitely the game for me, honestly.
We're getting some pink done.
I'm getting really close. I'm going to talk about my cards, my Pokemon cards. I'm getting really close to completing my Radiant collection, which is my Radiant collection, because there are a bunch of cards that are within a couple of sets. And they're really cute. They all have like really cute holographic prints of like hearts and like cute little things on them.
Okay.
And it's really cute art and really, really cute Pokemon.
Right.
Very cute, and I love them. And I'm really close, and I'm excited. But if anyone out there is listening and knows any like cute sets of Pokemon cards for me to collect, because I almost finished them and I want a new set of Pokemon cards to collect, but I don't want it to be something boring and edgy.
Yeah.
I got the other day delivered to me the last set that I needed, because Pokemon did a thing which was the Mythical Collection, because last year was the 20th anniversary of Pokemon,
right.
And so every month they had a new $25 box that had like a special card in it, it had a pin, and it had some special packs with it.
Yeah.
I have all 12 of them, so if you want to do some math, I spent a lot of money on these fucking Pokemon cards, $300. And now I've got those Pokemon cards. I'm quite happy I've finished that set, but I've not finished the set of cards that are exclusive to it, and I don't want to buy any more boxes because you can only get these card packs in these $25 boxes.
Right.
It's the same with mine.
Just $13 a pack, and I'm so like.
I will be just buying my remainder cards online because that's going to work out cheaper. But yeah, I'm just looking for a new set to collect. That's preferably. I just want them to come out with another Radiant collection, because the first Radiant collection was in not Fates Collide, but what's that? Treasures. What's that called?
Yeah, Ancient Treasures.
Ancient Treasures, something Treasures. It was in the little packs, which were pretty easy to get, but then they've been in the Generations one, which has only been in like the supplementary packs in the boxes with the cards that he was collecting.
Okay.
So I had to buy those as well.
Right.
And I don't want them really, like, they're really cute, they're really beautiful cards, but you know.
Do you play Pokemon cards?
No, I only collect.
They are for collect.
Yeah. The game is not good.
Yeah. I don't have enough space for all my cards anymore, but it's like I don't want to devote time to getting more space, because then I'll be like, hey, I can buy more cards.
That's exactly what I was like. I bought a new container, and then I was like, well, no, I need to fill this. And then I just didn't have room.
Put them in your jorts.
Put them in my jorts.
Exactly. Because
Pokemon cards are made for jorts.
You already have the jorts too.
I do already have the jorts.
Pop them in. Papa Ryan.
Hey.
Yeah, other than D&D, we've been playing D&D. We've been testing out a new, well, we're not testing out a new DM.
We're just doing it.
Yeah, a different, one of our guys we play with is DMing his little one-shot campaign, but one-shots always go more than one session. It's been pretty cool. This is like a little maze situation, which I'm into the maze a lot.
Me too.
And I believe that he put there was a dog, and I believe it was placed in there for me, and I'm very appreciative of that.
You weren't in the room when the dog came up, and he was like, I'm gonna get Georgia.
Yeah.
So,
I love the dog. The dog is the best character. I will continue to keep the dog, whether he likes it or not.
Right.
And I don't know if he knows the mistake that he has truly made.
Yeah,
which is now I have a pet dog.
Yeah, well, you also have a pet rat.
It's dead. I killed it.
Oh.
It was just a familiar. I can just kill them. Because I killed it so that I could get a raven familiar so I could see up. But then they killed that.
Anyway.
For someone who always complains about his owl being dead, he should just kill other people's familiars.
Fucking called out. I recommend D&D for any type of person.
It's great.
You have to be a little bit nerdy, but it's still like fun social.
Yeah, just let go of the
stigma.
The deep stigma that there is of it, and you'll be fine.
If you're listening to this podcast, you probably let go of a lot of stigmas.
Yeah. I mean, you sat through me talking about collecting Pokemon cards, so...
But they were good Pokemon cards.
They are the best kind, the cutest.
Yes, the best is
truly
cute.
Are. Yeah, that's about it.
Thanks for touching.
Thanks for touching us.
Like on a mobile phone, or like they're touching us?
No, they're touching us by listening.
I feel touched.
We're touching them. We're all there's touch.
There's fingers going everywhere.
Exactly.
I don't know where they're going, but they're going everywhere.
Like the PS Vita, right around the back.
Oh, right around the back. That's how you do it. Thank you for listening to the Nuggcast. If you have any comments or anything, you can leave them on any of our social...
Let us know who won E3 for you.
Oh, yeah.
Let us know what you think of Pyra's titties. Are they big? Yes.
Yeah, that's probably the answer.
But if they aren't big, tell us why.
Yeah, tell us, send us a picture of what you consider big, then.
Send me specifically a picture of your big titties. What?
That's a good idea.
Yep.
How can they contact Micah to send these big titties?
Just go through the Nuggcast.
At the Nuggcast on Facebook,
Nuggcast.
Twitter, and Instagram. That's what we're using.
We'll all see them.
That audio just then, that's what we're using when we're... Yep.
Excellent.
At cast. .the Nug.
At the Nuggcast.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
More like Sistagram, am I right?
On Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, we are at the Nuggcast. We upload every Friday at Australian Eastern Standard Time. 12
Everywhere
PM.
that isn't Spotify.
Everywhere that isn't Spotify, because they won't let us. If we could, we would. Tweet Spotify about it. Maybe.
Yeah, please.
I know you look really cool when you slide across the table, but it also...
I do it anyway. I just want everybody to know that I slide across the table.
The listeners need to know that she's a slidey lady.
Yeah.
She's a slady.
See ya.
Have a